Hello, I am at Geumgang Park ropeway. I'm at the very top now. I had to catch the cable car. Keep hearing all these noises. I'm wondering if it's people or if it's animals. Right now I'm walking up to the observatory from the cable car station from top of the mountain. This is actually Korea's longest cable car ride. Although I thought the one that I took over at Sokcho was longer. Maybe I'll have to look at the lengths. The claim to fame of this one is that it is Korea's longest cable car ride. It took 6 minutes. So I'm trying to remember. I was like, I'm pretty sure that it took a lot longer for the Sokcho ride to get to the top. But currently, like I said, I'm walking up to the observatory. It should be about 50 meters more up this path. And then I'll see how far it is to get over to one of the castle gate things. But if it's too far, I think I'll just turn around and go to the next spot, because the next spot's actually not even in Busan anymore. It's in the city over. I'm making pretty decent time. I am in the thick of it. What I'm walking on right now, this is more along the lines of what I feel that like a national park should be. Although, admittedly, I've seen a lot more bugs moving about than I've ever seen in like Yosemite or Yellowstone. Spiders and beetles and all sorts of crazy bugs, which I mean, they're supposed to be out here, right? So that makes sense. It's a real steep grade. Whew. Getting my workout in. The view on the ride up was amazing. Like being able to see all of Busan like that, that's pretty fantastic. I'm hoping, because once you get to the top of the mountain, it's just, you get bombarded with all this foliage that you can't really see anything anymore of the city. It's just all greenery, which is fine. But the thing is that I was hoping that I could get a good shot of the city from up here, which is why I'm trying to get over to the observatory. That must have been a big bug. Like, I actually heard it. I should say, I didn't hear it. I heard all the leaves and stuff around it. But currently, I am all by myself. There's no one else up here. When I was riding on the cable car, there was 4 other people on there. The cars could fit up to 48 people. This place has been around since the 60s, is what I was reading. So, which is why I wonder if it is actually the longest cable car still. But yeah, it's real nice. Like, and it's cool. It is warmer down here than it is up in Seoul. As much as I packed, I didn't bring as much winter type stuff, like jackets and whatnot. Okay. There was someone coughing. There's voices. I could clearly hear it now. They're all at the observatory. I'm about to reach it. Before I do, this place is pretty fantastic, and I was saying that I think their information might be wrong, because the sites that I was looking at, they said that like it was like 8,000 won to get up here round trip. I just paid 9. Still worth it. And getting here was a lot harder than I anticipated. Getting to the bottom where the cable car ride starts was much harder than I thought it was going to be. Anyhow, I'm gonna go sit down, catch my breath, and I'll check back in a moment. And I am on a much longer route down now. I was actually just chatting with a bunch of older Korean gentlemen. They were really cool. They saw me take out the drone and fly it around. Oh, should say, I'm still at the top of the Geumgang Cable Car ropeway or mountain, and I just left the observatory area. There was a bunch of old gentlemen up there, and they were really cool. Like, they were really interested in the drone that I was flying. Like, they had no comprehension of how something so small could fly like that. And they were really interested in the propellers and the battery, particularly the weight of the item. Everybody wanted to like hold it and see how much it weighed, which it doesn't weigh much, but admittedly, like, looking back at this, I do like the fact that I've been able to easily understand how to use this, and I do like all the sensors. That's actually already come into I don't know why I have the mask on. There's no one around. And like I was saying, everybody was just really, really interested. And then they're trying to communicate with me, and that's always the heartbreaking part, because I love talking to people, but they didn't speak English, and I don't speak Korean. They tried. Like, they did a lot of hand signals, and I understood, and I was able to answer a lot of their questions, like how high could it fly. I showed them my drone has a limit of 100, and I set it to 147, even though in Korea it's 150 meters. I never take it past 100 meters above the ground anyways. I can't see it at that point, so I don't fly it that high. And they were kind of wondering how fast it could go. It was just really, really cool to see, and they're really thrown by it. And it was just really good to see a bunch of kind of like grandfathers, you know, enjoy their drink. They're all drinking up there, and then you know, have fun with this kind of like little toy. I don't know if they asked me how much it cost. No one did any money signals, so I don't think that ever came up. But maybe that's one of the things that they might consider buying one of their kids or grandkids. I think it would be grandkids at this point. It's heartbreaking because I really did want to communicate with them in their own language, and kind of feel down about that. But at the same time, it was cool to be able to interact with some people. Like, I haven't been able to do that with young people here yet. It's weird because of all the restrictions and everything. There's no area that just starts up conversation. It's not easy, and everybody, particularly if they're young, they're a lot more cautious of like you. And so overall, this has been a fantastic little find. Also, going back to the cable car thing, spoke to my sister just now to show her the views from up here, which are fantastic. But the cable car that I did in Chuncheon, that's the longest one, the one that goes over 2 rivers. So I don't know if there's like a height deal, but I have ridden quite a few of the longest cable cars here in Korea now. I decided that after chatting with everybody, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my way down the mountain and go to the next spot. It's lunchtime now, so I'm gonna go get lunch. Hopefully we'll see if it actually happens. But car. But yeah, we'll check back in the next video, I guess. I think this is where I'm gonna end it today. If anything else pops up, I might bring it up, but this has been real fun. I've been here for about 40 minutes, and I think it's totally worth it for the $9 round trip. Hopefully I won't miss this one going down. There's no one on it, so maybe it'll just be me. But yeah, good times. All right, until the next video.